Hello.
You motherfucker.
You viewing. Okay. You fucking
Motherfucker. You.
Okay. Here.
You little piece of shit, I swear to God.
I don't know if I'm
Very original.
The sound is being weird.
Oh,
Hi.
no, it's good.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I just fixed it.
Yeah, welcome to Powered by the House. Hopefully that all got cut out because Camper's a bitch.
Proud.
Before we got on, I was asking everyone's tabletop icks and such. Like, things that, like, kind of, like, not piss you off, but just kind of, like, set you, like, just give you, like, those weird, like, cringy, like, bad vibey kind of feels in a tabletop.
Like that yee.
That, or that kind of feel,
Yeah,
you know?
things that throw off the vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, like those Camper.
Oh, I've got one actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, what you got?
Twincest.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Excuse
yeah,
me?
I remember
Yeah?
this. I remember
Is that a thing that
this.
you run into often?
More than you would think.
What the fuck?
Oh my
What kind
god,
of games are you
what?
in? What the hell?
Where are you
Uh,
at?
So I was playing
There.
it's a Masterminds game. I think I've talked about this before.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning it.
And the concept of it was that like a generation of people were like kidnapped by aliens or whatever, and they brought powers down, and then the aliens were invading. Yeah, all of that setup stuff doesn't matter. The point is that the powers manifested strongest in twins, but they manifested strongest in twins if they were in constant physical contact with each other. And so the DM would have a bunch of young twin characters like rubbing up on each other to get the most out of their powers.
Young like early 20s or like 19, right?
Madhouse.
Right?
I just
Madhouse.
young men can open up to drink, right?
Madhouse. If I meant early 20s, I would have specified that they were young adults. I did not specify this. In fact, they were generally around like 12 to 13. And it was not uncommon for us to come across a pair of twins who were like snuggling and rubbing up on each other in bed in order to get the most out of their powers.
What? In bed?
Wow.
Yeah,
what a
like
way to start off the
Giant
icks.
beanbag bed.
Ugh. I did
Wow.
not like the energy created in this video today.
Like I let the first one go because I was like, okay, I guess everyone has a weird thing occasionally. Fine, as long as it doesn't come up again. But then it did come up again, and it was even weirder. So I left.
Oh.
yeah, good riddance, yeah.
Wow. Well, that's one to start on. Anyone else? To wash that horrible taste of ick out of our mouths and ears.
I don't think any of us can beat that right now.
That was a
that
really
seems
good
like
one.
seems like a chart topper right there.
Yeah, mine that I gave last night was literally like kind of like more of a mechanics thing. Jesus.
Yeah, I just
Those
did
two?
bad GMs and bad player type stuff. That's a weird kink that I don't want to talk about.
You asked for icks.
Yeah, I asked for icks, not points of trauma.
We can
You were
ask for
very specific.
PTSD.
He was very specific.
There's
You were
a-
like things that make you go ugh.
There's
I
a
mean,
fine line
no,
between.
I said or
Yeah.
Camper, you went a little too above and beyond on this.
Camper,
Especially
you always
I did
surpass-
nothing. The GM did that.
You always
understood
surpass
the
my
assignment
expectations
too well.
in the worst ways.
I always did like extra credit.
Yeah.
I remember mine was one of my icks was like when you're having a scene and it's like, oh, this character gets a call or is going to talk to this character, and like, oh, let's do it in a private chat. It's like, what?
Oh yeah.
Because then I'm just like, well, who is this for? It's like you already know what your character's gonna say. You made them. Like what about all the rest of us? Like, what are we gonna do while we're sitting here with like no one?
Yeah, I don't like private stuff when it's like the explicit intent is to like have a dramatic moment when it's revealed, and usually not long after that secret message is sent.
Yeah, like imagine like if like every time, excuse me, like if last session if like Sam and Audrey are talking, and then we're just like, okay, time to pop them over to a private chat.
Right.
Well, not only would that fuck up our stream,
Yeah.
but also it's just like, who does that entertain now? Like,
Yeah, my Monday group do that. Like, yeah. I haven't had one in a while, so I think they don't like me a lot. And by them, I mean the GMs.
We had a GM who would do that occasionally, but like obviously because they're the GM, they have to be aware of what that conversation is. So they would jump into that private channel, and then the rest of the players would just sit there waiting.
would just sit there, and it's like, what do? Fucking twiddle your thumbs and wait?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I guess we could talk in character, but then the DM's gonna want to know what we said.
Yeah, no one's
Okay.
yeah, it's just, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Mine is, I think one of mine were GM player dating. Just horrible. Doesn't work out. Unless you're two professionals, it doesn't work out.
He admitted to making you guys side characters, right?
Yeah, like GM, in our Harry Potter game, the story was mostly for his girlfriend. That he and him played two characters that were in this game in another game. So he just wanted to bring them back as older adults and NPCs while she played the daughter of their character.
Are they playing Harry Potter or The Sims?
I don't fucking know, man. Like, here's the thing. I wrote a backstory for my fucking character. It was a edgy ass shit. It never came up. I tried bringing my backstory into the game. Nothing happened.
Wow. You're a fucking broom with a hat on.
Yeah. And currently, the GMs, because they got two different games as well. I'm in the girlfriend's game. The boyfriend's character is a fallen god who can be every class.
What? What? You're fucking with me.
No, I'm fucking not.
That's some bullshit.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not for the switch classes.
Huh?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm not fucking around. Like, do y'all think this is a joke? I made look. I have a fun character,
Wow.
crazy as shit, but I'm nowhere as bad as his character. My character is borderline evil. His character is like, I'm a fallen god in mortal form. I can be anything I want. What's your class? It's Humber? Just send me the link. I use it. Fucking annoying. Like, I've been with that group longer than this one, but I'm about to dip sooner. Like, if they push me one more fucking time, man, I'm about to just leave the server.
And then we will be your oldest server.
Yeah, this group would then be my oldest group that I've been on for long.
Is it kind
Amber?
of like, yeah,
You know what we have to do, right?
run a Harry Potter game?
Insurgency.
Oh,
No, we're not. We're not gonna do the thing that Kimber said.
Yeah, no, that's my ick, and it's one of my icks. Other one is main character syndrome. I think we had that before.
they never saw it.
They the people watching them, sorry, but we lived it.
I think everyone who's played a tabletop has at some point in their life ran across the main character player at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not so bad if the DM mitigates it. The problem is if the DM reinforces it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it's a problem anyway. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But when, like, there are games I've been in where, like, a character has asserted themselves or a player has asserted themselves, and the DM just goes along with everything they do because I don't know, they're good friends, or like they think it's funny, and so they're just leaning into what they think is funny, and then they just intend to completely dominate the entire plot line and everyone else's plot line in the process.
Ooh.
Little motherfucker tried that with me.
Dan, what were your icks?
I don't think I have anything nearly as big.
When people won't let you die.
I was gonna say, man.
I mean, I have ways of doing that myself, Matt. I don't need anyone else for that.
Wait, please.
I mean, you've played with me enough to know that I don't need you or your permission to die.
Yeah,
I'm
they
a
just need
better
a
one
moment
with
of
the Dan.
truth. Like, they just need a moment of truth, and it's like, oh, don't push me, Matt.
I mean,
Look
I
at
have
your
one right
keyboard,
now, after all. You never know.
Yep, you sure do. Let's just uncheck that box.
Death is the only truth.
My honey is made from the deepest parts of the forest, where animals go to die. Well, she's dead.
Well, that's why we use 15 to 30 minutes for our beginnings.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. Give everyone else time to get the bugs
Well,
out.
the main reason I use 15 to 30 minutes is because sometimes I don't play the whole session, so I'm just kind of buying time.
Uh-huh.
Like, you never
I mean,
made
that tracks.
There's nothing that gets under your skin when it comes to tabletop stuff, Dan.
I mean, frankly, the one time something's gotten under my skin, it was my own fault.
Oh yeah.
For creating a character that was
Although,
really not great.
Ah,
Really a fucking prick. I really fucking hated him. And for some reason, they weren't stopped enough.
so yours is no money stopping you from doing horrible things that you
Yeah.
don't like.
I love it's like,
Stopped them from
Dan,
doing my horrible things.
it's like everyone else's things are like, oh yeah, when the GM does this, or when a player does this, or when this thing happens in the game. And Dan's is like, I hate when I do this thing to myself and others around me.
Yeah, that's
Like,
sort of
there's-
how it is. I
there's
do
just a
things
fine line.
because I know it's going to be awful, and then I hate it because it's awful.
You hate when you push yourself too far and no one says anything. That's hilarious.
Partially, I do it because I want people to push back, but then sometimes people don't push back, and it's not great.
That's why we got Camper here. He will push back against you.
Well,
Sometimes,
yeah.
come on.
sometimes I facilitate it.
Yeah, sometimes he starts with the pushing. Sometimes just be sitting there, he just comes over and kicks you in the fucking head.
Hey, I enjoy it.
This group is so horrible to each other. So horrible. What about you, Ava?
What
Ivana?
about me?
Do you have any?
Ivana?
Yeah, I just added some extra layers that were not needed.
What? I don't
Who called you
understand.
Ava?
What's going on now?
What is your tabletop ick? I remember we were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah. When like I would say like GM wise, part of it is kind of like stuff that Cash said of like where it's clear like like the GM is either like favoring one specific like some specific characters over others or like another GM specific thing is just like when and like I can understand it when it's like maybe like some one shots and stuff, but like when the GMs just like don't take anything that the players give them, they just like say, okay, you have these characters and you're going to go through like my story, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like when they like don't use your NPCs.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's me
but-
with mentors.
Shut the fuck up. We made our mentors characters that you made, so
Yeah, so I have to include. I have to make sure I remember them.
yeah,
Yeah, that's your problem, Matt. You don't remember them.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like as soon as we label a character a mentor, I'm like, that doesn't exist. I've never seen that name before in my life.
Yeah, but then as for like player stuff, when it's just very clear that like other players are just like only invested in their characters or like the scenes that their characters are in. Like they're just like completely tuned out when it's not their turn or whatever.
Maya.
Ah!
Oh, hey.
Welcome back to the land of the
Right.
living.
Oh, now is the time that I'm gonna crap out and stop existing, and not any other time. That's like would be more convenient.
Yes.
Well, now that you're here, Maya, what are your icks?
When my Wi-Fi goes out in the middle of the game.
That's
I don't-
fair. Yeah, I understand
Yeah.
that.
But in relation to people, I don't remember what I said last.
Oh, was it the deafening thing?
What?
Who? One of us was talking about like when people like
Oh, that was Ava.
Yeah, that
Was
was
that
the
Ava?
thing that I was literally
Oh.
just talking about.
oh
Like when
Oh,
characters,
man.
like when players just like visibly like do, they just like tune out. Like they're not paying attention at all. Like even on like any sense of the thing, with like, oh, my character's not up, time for me to like basically go do something else until it's my turn to play again.
yeah.
I do want to say I do sometimes do that, but that's because I just get distracted so easily.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like
It's different, like getting distracted versus like you intentionally do it, like constantly.
yeah.
Like it's one thing to be like, okay, we're in the middle of the session. It's like I look down at my phone for a second, and I end up scrolling for like 2 minutes or something. Versus
It's like,
okay, my character's not doing anything. I'm gonna just mute myself and then walk over to another room and wait to be pinged.
You know,
it's like,
even when I'm like,
why are you here?
even if I'm doing like shit during a session, I'm still listening and like paying attention, at least trying to pay
Yeah.
attention. You know,
Yeah,
Mm.
it's just
like
some
I'm not
peop-
like fucking turning my like I'm not deafening myself. You know?
It's just like some people are like very obviously like not even trying.
Yeah. Like then we're like it's like why are you playing a tabletop game? It's about the group story.
Yeah.
For you, it's about my story.
It's on the main character.
yeah. Oh, can I say one more that I had that I said?
Yeah. It seems like
Yeah.
you run into these a lot.
Man, I've been doing this since 2015. Not longer than most people, but I've been on Roll20 a lot. This is for a long time, and I've joined a lot of fucking games. I've ran into a lot of people. I even ran into a GM that made a game, like a modern game, and I said what I wanted to do, and he just ran a story, and I didn't participate for like 80% of that. Like I said, I wanted to do something. He said, "All right." I roll dice every now and then he was just storytelling. But that wasn't the one. That was just another one that I had. GM inserted characters.
Oh, like the GM. Wait, what's it called?
GM?
NPCs.
Yeah, it's not an NPC. It's a PC character that the GM runs.
How does that? That doesn't make sense.
Well,
Yeah, it doesn't.
it doesn't make sense. What's usually happening is that they will run these characters because they're like, oh, well, you guys won't be able to do it with how many people you have or the classes you have, so this is just meant to fill space. But then,
That's
of
just an
course,
NPC ally.
yeah, except that they play them as PCs, so they're doing all
Yeah.
the rolls for them, they're
Yeah.
doing all they're sexing out
And
properly.
like they don't like make them, I guess, in the way you would say, like as a supporting character to the other PCs. They
Oh.
make them as an equivalent character in the story to the other PCs.
Like with their own backstory
And
and everything.
oftentimes that character
Main
can
character.
become more important than the other PCs.
Why?
Yeah.
And
So
it
it'd be like
also
if
runs
I
into-
like if
No, go on.
so it would be like if I like had I don't know fucking Halo as a GM PC and I gave her like an entire like playbook and picked moves and like gave her potential and shit.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
running
you were
her-
rolling.
If you're
Oh,
running
oh.
her as a player, yeah.
Me rolling disgusting, couldn't do it. I'm
Yeah,
never-
yeah.
Yeah.
How you know it's not?
I still think that's the real reason we stopped Mecha Hack. Was
I had to roll dice.
yeah, you rolling dice was
It honestly it did feel dirty. I didn't like hurting everyone.
Yeah,
did
you
feel-
hurt us every week.
Yeah, but I don't hurt you mechanically, you fucking pussies.
You
Help
give
blow
us
anyone?
conditions.
You roll those. That's your fault.
Oh,
Yes,
I see.
it's our fault we get hit
You're-
by your attacks. Huh?
That's
look
the
at
kind of
how your kids
like-
are dressed. You're asking for it. You're asking for those conditions.
Okay, so point of order here. Mads is not physically abusive.
Yeah.
But they are a gaslighter, just FYI.
Yes.
We're paying attention here.
Okay, good to know.
I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. What is
Yeah.
what is being a tabletop GM but gaslighting your players in a fantasy setting?
Yeah. Yeah, those are like my top 3 is a GM PC and GM gamer, GM player dating, hero complex player, and GM wants to be the main character of their own story.
Oh my god.
A lot more worse ones, but those are the ones that I hate the most.
I don't know why, but I thought you guys were gonna, like, when I asked, like, oh, what's your biggest icks? I thought you guys were gonna say some fucking asshole shit like, oh, when the GM's name is Madhouse.
I was very tempted at one
I
point.
know you were.
I
Rat,
was-
you bitch.
do you,
Man, that's a
do you
long
want to
hanging
know?
fruit, Matt.
Do you want to know what I was gonna say?
What?
I was gonna say, oh yeah, it's a real asshole move when you join a game and then you don't get to play for like 2 sessions.
Yeah. And you just have to, like, watch everyone
Fuck you.
else play.
In context, it was perfectly fine, but like out of context, it sounds awful.
Yeah.
Because Camper and Ava, and Marcus, but later on. So Camper and Ava joined our group at the same time when I opened application the second time. And they got in for a future campaign. But we were on like the last few sessions of the current campaign. And so I didn't want them to just be sitting in limbo for the next 2 weeks. So I'm like, hey, you guys can just come in and just like watch along if you want to. You can get to know people, like interact in the server, and also just like listen to the session and get a feel for everyone's style and shit. They both accepted and like joined in, and so the first 2 sessions they were just kind of observing, and then they started playing.
I prefer it without the context.
When it's out of context, it sounds so fucked up and horrible.
God.
Yeah, we
I sound like
joined
such a villain.
And Madhouse was like, yeah, you're not allowed to play.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play right now.
Yeah, and then as soon as I started typing, Madhouse stopped the game and was like, "Hey, listen, I
Yeah, I
need you
took
to
a while
not
to
say
get to this.
anything. I need you to stay uninvolved in this. This is not
Be a
your
fly
game.
on the wall. Be a fucking ghost
Yeah,
in the
shut
closet.
Be a fly on the wall, and if you buzz, I'm gonna zap you. That's how
Players are meant to be seen, not heard.
players are meant to be rolled."
God. I don't know if I actually said it, Nick, yet.
You haven't. Neither has Marcus.
Oh wait, yeah, you guys haven't said yours.
Marcus, Maya, what are your
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of the stuff that we talked about is stuff that I can definitely, definitely agree with.
Actually, another ick that I have is when players don't have like original ideas and they just bandwagon off of what everyone else says.
Oh my god.
You're fine.
Is there really? I mean, if we really think about it, is there even such thing as being original anymore?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
We don't have time to get into that.
We have
We'll come back to that later.
We've said yes. That means it's true.
The council has spoken.
Man.
Council of Elders and Ava.
My biggest ick is when girls play tabletops.
I can leave.
No, Ava, you're running the stream.
You can run the stream, bitch. I could take a nap.
Hashtag women in STEM. We love to see it. Here at Powered by the House, we promote our women in STEM. And mine.
You've literally
and
said that you want to silence women's
I
voices
don't.
like multiple times.
I have.
Yeah, and I still stand by it. I'm not a wishy-washy
To be
bitch.
fair, Cameron and Ava said at the exact same time as me.
Madhouse, I haven't been in STEM for like multiple years. I don't know what you're on about.
What is running a stream but STEM?
I guess.
Debbie.
It's a STEM I don't understand because my computer hates me for some reason.
You're in it.
I guess.
Listen, you don't have to understand something to be inside of it. Wait.
I had. It was very low-hanging fruit. I almost jumped on it.
It's Camper.
Do
Same.
you want me to say anything to that, Madhouse? Because I could.
Well, look at the time. It's about time we start our session.
Oh, wait, I think I have an ick.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
It's pretty similar to what's been said before. Overpowered characters.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit similar to like the main character thing, but like in the sense where it's like you literally have all of the abilities and none of the drawbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know how that feels at all.
Shut up, bitch.
What you talking about? I play.
Like,
Have you not seen
it's like,
6?
it's like there's a difference between powerful and overpowered. Okay.
Yeah, like say if you just for an example, like if you had a character
I swear to
that
God.
was immortal and nothing bad could ever happen to.
Mm-hmm.
Just as an example.
That felt like you had personal ties to that one.
No.
Yeah, and they always want to get into other people's business,
Yeah.
and they had to be a part of your backstory for your character.
Yeah.
Feels kind of pointed now.
This is getting.
Well, anyways, welcome back to Halcyon Academies issue number 45. Smoke and Mirrors. No.
You smoking those damn mirrors?
We're out here smoking mirrors.
All these
Who
damn
knew
kids
mirrors could
smoking
smoke?
them damn mirrors.
Mirrors could smoke. This is powered by the house warning you about secondhand smoke from mirrors.
Oh,
Is that all you
fucking
do
mirrors.
around here? Smoke weed?
Every day.
Magicians die because they get sawed in half or they drown in, like their water tubs that they don't escape from. No, it's the
They
smoke
eat too many
from the
dogs.
mirrors that it's magic cancer. It's terrible.
The top killer in Arcane Alley.
Yeah.
So I have a nice detailed recap here. That's probably full of typos, so we'll get through those as we get through it.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, don't let me hear any mad.
All right, so sorry, I was swallowing something. Food.
Stop.
So many
No.
lying fruits.
Shut the fuck up! I hate it here. My biggest ick is when cash exists on this planet.
That's your biggest?
I
feel more harder.
Camper definitely takes the cake. Camper feels insulted. That it's not
I've got to put in more effort.
Why does cash get to be your biggest dick?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, Mac, can I ask you a question? I did send you a horror TikTok last night or this morning. I forgot. Did you like it?
Oh, don't worry. I'll watch it during, like, I don't know, a Maya scene or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, ones that like you're not really invested in, and so don't matter to you.
Yeah. I'll wait for there to be NPCs present. No. So last time on Halcyon Academies, Liz was in the hot seat when she was confronted by the shaman. Leaving to rally her allies, the wild cards showed back up in force at Eastern Academy, and quickly divided. Pyrite, Ravager, and Cheshire focused on the shaman in the girls' dorm, while Celerity, Big Iron, and Lilith focused on Bloodshot and Talon over in the boys' dorm. During the battle, Quinn forced the shaman to kind of get a little hopeless, which made the shaman, I don't want to, use any specific terms, but, burn down the world around him, and exploded, which Quinn was able to get away from, but Pyrite and Ravager took the brunt of the blow, and Pyrite lost control of her powers as she sent out a time bubble over the campus that slowed everything down. Especially Ravager, her closest ally, who was now very close to dying as he could not heal from everything because it was all really bad. But while Ravager was at death's door and the other half of the team was getting outmatched by mutant assassins, Pyrite struck a deal with the demon uncle of Cambion, Mammon, to help gain control of her powers and restore the campus to its original glory. Later on in the night, and early morning at 3 a.m., Sam worked with Flash Freeze for solutions with the magical phenomena surrounding the current threats of the city. Concluding that he'd need Omen's help, he raced to Audrey to hatch a plan. There they had a very touching moment where Sam really opened up about how he doesn't fucking sleep. Fucking freak. Just be a mutant already, bitch.
Rather not.
But while they hatched a plan, over at Agent... Oh yeah, also Sam found out that Audrey made a deal with the demon. Good job, girl. But over at Agents Academy...
I'm pretty sure 6 also saw that as well.
Oh yeah,
Well,
6
not
also...
saw.
Yeah, 6 also...
Listen
He-
to it.
Yeah, he listened to it and... yeah, you can't see.
He perceived it.
He sensed it in some way.
He smelled it happening.
Over at A's Academy, Quinn and Omen talked about being how Omen's been locked on campus and how she doesn't really know what's going on in the outside world and things are not really making sense. Quinn got a nice visual of what Mr. Ambrose looks like, which was haunting and terrifying. And Quinn decided to give into their rebellious nature and liberate Omen from A's Academy and bring them to East Eden to meet up with their cousin, who definitely was not kidnapped by those mutant assassins, Bloodcut and Talon. Yeah. But now with the clock ticking as Omen was out of Ada's capture, Aegis was coming. The assassins are alerted that she is fair game, and Sam figured out that they are using Campion as bait to get to what they really want. So Mr. Ambrose can finish the job that he started with her parents a long time ago. Meanwhile, down on the south side of the city, Six was slumbering peacefully or relaxing peacefully in his motel in the mutant ghettos when he was disturbed by Agent 3, his sister. She told him that there was some shit going down in Chinatown, and they raced to the rescue. Over in Chinatown, Mason was trying to fall asleep in the red light tea shop, but was awoken by some strange sound from the front room. Going over there, he went and spoke to his mother, Charlene Butler, and they talked about had a very touching moment where Charlene was apologizing for, belittling his mutant identity and stuff. But then Mason noticed something was off when Charlene mentioned that they were on a ranch in Mississippi. Mason knew they were from no fucking Mississippi, they're Texans. Mason immediately ejected himself from the window. He just jumped out that bitch. And as he jumped out, he came in contact with his teammate Six and Six's sister 3. And then they found out that Charlene was not Charlene. Mason and 3 held down the outside while 6 headed into the building to fight off what he believed is the shaman. Searching around the dark apartment, he found the real Charlene Butler tied up in a nearby closet. After removing the gag from her mouth, she said one thing to him. "It's right behind you." So, is that everything? Did I cover everything pretty good there?
The whole personal moment that Six had with the team was mixed out on.
Fuck that. It's in the VOD.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, we open Sunday, November 5th, 2017. It's been Jesus Christ.
It's been 3 days.
It's not even the end of the weekend yet. It's not even really into the third day. It is still 3 in the morning, and 6, you're in the living space above the tea shop. Charlene has just warned you that the shaman is right behind you. What are you going to do?
Get her out. I was gonna say shoot her out the window, but then that sounded bad.
Well, I can't see why.
Create a golem to take her out of the building while I defend from motherfucker who's most likely behind me. Get her to safety while putting myself in danger, most likely.
Alright, roll to defend.
She hates mutants, but mutants save her. Look at this.
Mutants also attacking her. And
well, never mind.
Wow.
Look, guys, I told you, this week, I'm not that guy.
Mason, you're about to be a fucking orphan, dude. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, this is a bad time to not be the guy.
Yeah, look, y'all fucked up my stats. Y'all fucked up my labels, motherfuckers. I don't want to hear none of this.
Well, maybe you should have been a good little lapdog and stop opening up to your shitty little team and you would have good stats.
Sounds like it, because my labels are bad right now.
I mean, look back to session 1. Fuck the team.
Look, whenever I say it, y'all get mad at me. When everyone else says it, it's fine. So, man, how bad does this go for me?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. 6, you start to conjure up your powers, and immediately you feel yourself get wrapped up in, like, what feels like a tail. And it just constricts you completely. And the next thing you hear is Charlene screaming as you feel her get dragged across the room. Mason, you are outside and you hear the commotion coming from inside.
Well.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Well. I think Mason is gonna fucking.
Take your time.
It's a difficult decision.
Yeah, I mean, if you make the wrong one, your mother's dead. So
Yeah.
And your friend
Well,
that you just
Reconciled
smoothed over the
with.
water. Yeah.
yeah, but that means you can end it on a good note.
Eh,
Silver linings, baby.
Thank you for the optimism, Camp. What would we do without you, you shining beacon of hope?
I think Mason is going to shoot that grappling arm in there. Try and get back into the fray.
Yeah, I'd say you can get back in really easy. Windows open, you know you're home. You can get in there
Yeah.
easily. Once you're inside, you see the shaman has this long tail-like protrusion coming out of his backside that is like wrapped up six. It's literally holding him off the ground now, slowly crushing his bones to a nice fine powder. And you see he has your mother by the scalp, and he is just gnawing into her arm.
Ah.
oh, that's horrifying. Get eaten alive.
You made this.
I know.
Mason's gonna he's gonna clothesline him again.
All right. What is your intention? Are you trying to do damage, or are you trying to get your mother free?
Probably more get him away from Charlene.
All right.
You think you all might or something, motherfucker?
Roll to defend.
Fucking maybe.
I like to imagine sometimes, like, we're not in a cool superhero universe.
Hey,
Oh no.
Jesus.
girl, get together.
Do you have potential? Because your mom is about to
Nope.
die. Steve.
You got two teams. You can spend team selfishly.
We do have two team.
I can't help you. I got one thing I can do to help you.
All right. I mean, he's gonna fucking need it.
Yeah.
Because God, we both suck. I'm while getting crushed. I'm gonna say, you know what? How do you taste? And I bite him with my massive fucking jaw, snake-like teeth.
You pull a Goku.
Yeah, I bite him.
Oh God.
To slowly distract him for like a short second to give you that opening to save your mom.
So that makes it a 7. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be getting
Oh.
crushed, but
Yeah, and it also
Yeah.
exposes Mason, but your mom is safe.
That's
You
good.
can add a tune to the pool, take influence over your mother, or clear condition.
I think I will. I will clear guilty.
All right.
I know why I failed. I have insecurity.
Yeah, that'd do it.
It's always funny when you realize how did I fail that roll, and then you look at your conditions like, oh, that's right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, Mason, you clothesline this thing, and luckily, Charlene is now safe. She is like dragging herself across the floor, bleeding from her arm. But you were able to get the shaman away from her. As the shaman flings, the tail like whips six around and starts knocking him into all the like the shelves and everything in the fucking apartment.
Yeah, mouth is just on his tail while I'm getting hit, just so I can have a mouth guard.
And Mason.
Yeah. Is it my turn to get nibbled on?
Yeah, because you either expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
And I'm pretty sure that's GM's discretion, isn't it?
I mean, if you want to choose, I'll let you.
It's sort of like the sorting hat in Harry Potter. It's like they may have an opinion, but your words may influence that opinion.
If you pick one that I think would be more interesting, then yeah.
I mean, he's